So you basically tear it to make it look like breaking off in nature. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. I thought I'd do a demonstration of what you do with a garden tree. And this is a seedling that popped up. And just for your information, apparently the Ciruyu seedlings, which is a upright lacy maple, lacy, the very dissectum. This particular one, it's actually, the leaves are pretty tiny, and it's a regular leaf. So I thought this could be a bonsai candidate. So the question is that when you get a tree like that, what do you do with it? And so I thought this could be something for us to talk about. So what I will do is I found a couple of bonsai pots to set it in, so it will kind of stay still. Right now, the look is very, very random. So what do you think we should do? First of all, this is the root. And apparently in the digging the first time, we damaged this root. So it's quite possible I may just carve it out and to make it look like the top is, I think they call it shari, in a sense of that root, and the bottom will still be alive. And so that could be a nice long root, but this part will be a dry wood, which will look very nice. But the interesting point is this part here. You can see what I did is I chopped this tall tree to cause the lower branches to branch, and indeed it did. And so that would be a possibility of being the apex. So this tree will come up like this, go up like that, and then this can come out. These can come down, that can come down. And I would maybe try to cut off that little bit, although it doesn't really matter, because as it dries out, it'll be fairly easy to break off to make it look natural. And so that is roughly the basic design. This is the apex, and that's a nice turn. And then this could be the side branch, but you can see this is kind of too close to the main branch. So this would be the side branch, and you can see there's nothing growing right now, but you can see there's a bud possibility. So if I cut it off here or cut it off here, then you will have branch coming this way and branch going that way. And so that's the rough idea of what I would pursue. So I cut off this one because that's in a crotch. So I purposely did it very rough. And so this would be a thing that when it dries up, we can decide what to do with it. And I'd rather like to see this branch come out here, and there's a branch going there right now. So if I cut it above that, I cut it a little bit above to protect it so that that branch will not accidentally be bumped off with a little stub remaining, like this stub here. So this looks like a pretty hardwood Japanese maple, which means it's a very hardy tree. And like this, you can leave it as a sacrificial branch to keep the bottom thick, but this should definitely go. You don't need it. And the same thing, this one, although I'd rather like to have a branch on this side, so maybe I cut it off here, right, so that it will grow a little faster, but it will be branching out here. That's what I'll be using. And now, on this one, I think that's a nice branch coming up, and this would be coming out, and this would be coming out. So I'll cut it here, and it'll be, this part is way too long. So, but let me cut it off right here for now. Hopefully this would bud out. Then I can make this the apex a little shorter. And now what do? You now look at the front. You can see this is a nice curve. And then this one is growing that way. Maybe let this one grow in this way. This one will come up this way or this way. So let me do this. And then this, I'm not sure exactly what I do with this, but I can do this. And then hopefully these would shoot out to become a double trunk. So again, I cut it off a little bit above the shoot I want, the shoot I want to protect. So this will be a little stub, which I can easily cut off when it dries out. But it's there to protect the bottom branch from accidental breaking off. So this is going to be very bare, but that is the first rough cut. I can do a little bit of breaking this, even though I say I just let it dry out. But this is a little bit too distracting, so let me, for my own pleasure, you see it's quite easy to cut off once they dry out. So I really shouldn't be worrying about it too much. This too I got about 40 years ago or 30 years ago in Japan. I didn't take good care of it, just leave it out in the garden and all that, so it's rusty, but it's a really, really strong cutter. So you basically tear it to make it look like breaking off in nature. That's actually known as a root cutter, but you can cut branches as well. And you just keep going until you have a little stub. You see? And further, little bit more cutting and chiseling, it'll look just fine. Okay, I'm not going to do any more, but let it rot a little bit more so it's easy. But you can begin to see this very interesting curve. And then what I will do is take a chisel I'm sure the craftsman would cringe to see what I do. So chiseling, carving is another technique you use to get the look you like, and it will heal nicely to look natural bricking, in a sense that something happened in nature. And this will heal itself on the side, and the middle part will rot off to make the whole thing look very natural in time. And then I can probably, the next time, cut it off right here, make this root take over, because I probably don't like it that long. So a tree will look like this. You can see that's an interesting root feature, and then it goes up and then do the rest of the triangular triangle and so forth. So that's roughly what I'll do. One other possibility, if you really want to be drastic, is I can cut off all of this and make this tree growing like this. You can see it's coming up like this, and then form the canopy, and then this is the bottom branch. So that will be another very interesting tree. But you know, I have time to change my mind. In the meantime, that's what I'll have. And I hope this doesn't break off because it looks nice. And see what happens. I will plant it back in a 15-gallon growing pot and show you what it looks like every 3 months. I will update most of my trees every 3 months to show you the progression. I think it's a great way to learn, to figure out, to understand how trees develop over time. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. And most importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP so that we can send you announcements of special considerations. Thank you very much. See you next week.